All right, let's see. Seijin, who has asked in the past, correct?
He has.
In Tokyo, Japan, 34 years old. Livia was 21. What would you say is the difference between a religion and a cult? Does an organization become a cult if it produces more bad than good? Thank you, and God bless everyone at PragerU. Thank you, Seijin. I don't know if there is actually an objective definition to cult. We tend to use the term to describe a group we don't like. That's pretty much what people use the word cult for. So my definition, or working definition, I don't know if it's a dictionary definition, but my practical definition of a cult is people who are brainwashed and leaving, and if you leave, you are permanently disenfranchised, you are permanently ostracized, you are reviled. Those are two of the characteristics I attach to a cult, where irrationality is dominant, conformity and brainwashing are characteristics of the group. That's how and usually there's allegiance to a leader or leaders, unquestioning obedience. That's usually a factor as well. I'll tell you one other characteristic of a cult. Every cult diminishes parental authority, because if a cult cannot allow for competing authorities. All allegiance is to the cult and its leader or leaders. And if you have to something else, whether it is another religion or a religion, or it is to your parents, that is competition in our eyes. And that to me is another characteristic of a cult. I would say a fair amount of left-wing ideology today is cult-like. They want to extinguish parental authority. That's the first and foremost aspect, because they don't want any competing authority. They want to extinguish organized Judeo-Christian religions, Judaism, Protestantism, Catholicism, evangelicals, who are obviously Protestant, but I'm nevertheless putting them in their own category, Mormons, and so on. Because all of those groups are another allegiance, and you cannot have another allegiance. The Prime Minister of New Zealand, during the lockdowns, I have played this recording on my radio show probably 25 times, announced to the people of New Zealand, and this is almost word for word, if you do not hear, I think it's word for word, if you do not hear it from the government, it is not true. That's a cult. That's perfect. Can you imagine if I said that to you? If you don't hear it from me, it isn't true. You would dismiss me as a buffoon, as a megalomaniac. But if they say it in the name of the government, all of a sudden it's noble. It's a cult. That is a cult. Unless you hear it from us, it is not true. That's cult-like.